This is Aries Gaming 7, and we're on Pathfinder Kingmaker again. Trying to get bully our way through here so we can get to Baldur's Gate. Hopefully I can do Baldur's Gate in about the time I do the DLC for Elden Ring. That's what I'm hoping I can do. We'll see. We're at the King's Celebration. Drunk bully. A young man staggers towards you, his expensive doublet wet with wine. He brushes shoulders with you and starts yelling, his breath rank with alcohol. Watch yourself. What do you think you are? Who do you think you are, you pig? You tramped on my foot and ruined my doublet. I'll demand satisfaction. Best not anger me. I put away more people and monsters than you have bottles over the course of your waste of a life. Get out of here while you still can. Sorry. I think, confused for someone else. My mistake. These things happen. My only apologies, the bully disappears. That reminds me.
Focus on the goal.
Turn that off. Turn that on. Is that... Okay, no, it was adding the Viper. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was not adding the Viper because he wasn't, clicked. Let's see what you have. I don't have much money. Best wares on the river. Don't waste time asking where they're from. Get these deals while they last. Show me your wares. Price is in the order. Ring of Circumstances. Wear the ring of this ring can, after resting while wearing it, activate up to 4 abilities from the list below. Removing the ring will immediately remove all bonuses from it. +2 to Circumstance bonus to an attribute. +1 circumstance to all saves, +1 circumstance bonus to weapon damage rolls, +2 circumstance bonus to skill checks, +5 feet circumstance bonus to base speed, +1 circumstance bonus to AC, +1 bonus DC over all spells and usable abilities. That sounds fantastic. Belt of perfect components. This belt makes first, second, and third level spells, but guess what? Are empowered and extended. That's pretty nice. +4 bonus to AC, +4 bonus all save, +4 to bonus persuasion skill checks when used to intimidate, +2 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls against shaken targets. Only evil people. +4 deflection bonus to AC. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the opposite of that. Protection +4. Cloak resistance +5. Let's see, is there any way I can get anywhere near 30? 370,000? Okay, there's no way I can get to 300. Oh, hello! I'm surprised to arrive just when I turn on the stream. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a little late today. I got caught up doing some watching YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I just got caught up doing some stuff not important. But welcome back. Yeah, see, I saw 92,500. I might get to that, but there's no way I'm going to get to 370,000. Oh well. Karen Burial. The gnome's yellow bloodshot eyes scan the faces of the room nervously. Noticing you, he grabs for his sealed sheath. What? Who are you? Oh, it's your Royal Highness. Forgive me. I didn't recognize you. An honor, truly, a huge honor. I'm Karn Varil, a simple salesman. What is it you sell? What do you care? Fish and the like. Who are you? I told you already. Gnome's voice rises in anger. I'm a simple salesman, not rich, not noble. Why would a king concern himself with me? He wouldn't. Who might you recommend I meet here? No one. Everyone. How should I know? I'm just a simple salesman. Leave me alone. Bye. Yes, your honor. Great honor. Bye. Have fun. Okay. Jerk-tastic. Well, we are in Pitax, right? So I guess jerks are gonna happen. Adventurers! Look at my offers, new wares in a new bag, all new, all bestest. Only me be old. Can't be any bester. Everboarding? Okay, so the exact opposite of the last guy? Yeah. Super cheap stuff, okay. First guy had everything super expensive and awesome. That guy has cheap stuff that we don't need. As usual, the master celebrates while us grunts have to work. Protect has always been famous for its wine, but his vendors is exceptional.
All according to plan.
Oh, yeah. Several concerned dock workers crowd around a finely dressed half-elf who listens to the workers with imperious dignity. It's as we've been telling you, Judge. This is the third shipment in 2 months they've stolen from us. Can't keep that up. Doesn't matter how good the last year's business been. No cargo means no pay, and no pay means no new shipments. We asked about the thefts before. There's nothing changed. Where's the King's justice, Your Honor? Walsh? Kelvaway? The half-elf patiently listens for silence. It is true that pirates have taken a route along the Pitax River and attacked several shipments heading upriver. The king has, he pauses, noticing you for the first time. He adjusts his posture to stand taller and straightens his sash of office before continuing. King Aravetti shall address the problem soon. However, he will hear no formal complaints until after the Rushlight tournament. In the meantime, he advises that travelers downriver take care around Twizzletown. Until then, partake in the festivities and the king's generosity. If anyone has further questions or concerns, I am at your disposal. The gathered workers grumble, dispersed, barely mollified by his response. A bright sash cuts through the man's chest, identifying him as a magistrate of Pitax. He makes a shallow bow while keeping his head inclined upward, as if being polite while also conveying his superiority. May the King's law guide you to the Rush Night tournament today. I'm clearly addressing someone important, but I don't believe we've met. The half-elf motions to his dash. I am Honorable Walsh Kellaway, a magistrate of Pitax, judge of people's concerns, and executor of the King's justice. I heard you talking about stolen shipments. Is there a problem? Ah, yes, that. He sets his teeth into a practiced smile, so his teeth briefly grind together. An outbreak of river piracy has caused some consternation among the citizens. Simply avoid or exercise caution near Little Town in the meantime. Perhaps Pitax would benefit from somebody who has a history of vanquishing bandits. Let us be clear, declares the magistrate, narrowing his eyes into swift disdain. Pitax's armed forces are entirely capable of handling these criminals. There's no need for would-be heroes or aspiring vigilantes to get involved, much less foreign interests. I recommend enjoying the rest of the festival. How can he be so deaf to the people's woes when he calls himself a judge? A fine day to you. Scrolls pushing 20 taste. The very best, straight from Dagger Rock. So, Wand of Mage Armor. Let's see. Whoa. Didn't want 4 of them. Let's take one of them. Is it cast as the first level caster? Yeah. Which is not ideal, but I can't cast Mage Armor, so I did have a fairly... If the rules work the same as they do in the tabletop game, I don't really have to roll. The tabletop game, the way it's supposed to work is you make a use magic device check, which I have plus 21, and using a wand is a DC 20. So, I should be able to use a wand. Although, there's also not really banned skills anymore. So, okay. Don't mind me. Want to blur? Hideous laughter. Let's check out the rest down here. Wish I hadn't get put all my money into the kingdom. Dragonmark guest. Greetings, Your Highness. I'm Atali Kataran, Headmaster of the Academy of Grand Arts. Welcome to the tournament. Is this your first time here? I'll be honest, I'm delighted to hear that you've done with Celestia. Not so long ago, it was a little more than a hole in the ground, but you've brought us real civilization. Bravo. Lindsay has some interesting news for you. Yes, Professor Evold found refuge in our capital. And you know what? He's writing his memoirs of his time in the academy. I'm sure it'll be an entertaining read for everyone at Pitax. No, all of Avastan. A book, you say? How brave of him. I hope he doesn't neglect to include the details of his dismissal. Talon's voice is ice cold and bone dry. What details? What do you mean? Aravetti kicked Professor Evold out for just being too smart, didn't he? I'm sure that's exactly how he described it. They call him insightful for a reason, after all. Anyway, forgive me, but I have no interest in discussing this topic further. If you'd like to exchange idle gossip, I'm sure you can find much more willing and interesting company here. I suspect you know to whom I'm referring. Wow. They're already... Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, Oleg Raymont, a famed baron, excuse me, the king of Celestia now, has come to visit us. It is such a delight to see you here. Maestro Bellavara. Well, do you remember me? Lindsay works out, turning bright red. Ah, Lindsay, of course I remember you. You and your nonsense at the poetics exams. I hear you have your own publishing house now. I didn't take you for the entrepreneurial sort, but I'm happy you finally found your calling. I believe Lindsay had a question for you. Oh, I just hope it isn't about any of the lectures I used to give you at the academy. Go ahead, ask away. They smile encouragingly at Lindsay. Lindsay turns bright red, takes a deep breath, and points out, "Sorry, but I really need to know the truth. Why did Iravetti kick Professor Evil out of the academy?" Ah, yes. He did move to your kingdom, didn't he? I'm curious how he portrayed his dismissal. I'll bet it was something like the poem in 6 verses recounting the tale of a tyrant ousting a poor but honest scientist for telling the truth. The reality is much more mundane. Arabetti didn't fire Eobald. Atalia did, and I have to give it to her. This time, unlike most times, she was completely right. That can't be. Why did Atalia expel Eobald? Well, Eobald is a very fine teacher, of course, but he pays too much attention to how his favorite students perform in class and not enough to their extracurricular activities. Why worry if they steal a trinket here or there, or maybe rough someone up on occasion, so long as their poetry and music are exemplary? Predictably, this led to a sad end. What was supposed to be just another innocent joke for one of his favorites, a Londi, led to someone's death. It was an accident, certainly. The kids just underestimated their own strength. Atalia expelled the lot of them, and, as always, Eobald went to stand up for them. But this time he discovered that her patience was not boundless. She blamed him, said that he'd let his troublemakers run wild so he could get out of the academy along with them. She told him she won't tolerate any more bullying, even if it's coming from genius students. I understand it's odd to hear won't tolerate from Atalia Kishrin, but that's what really happened. Pale, Lindsay looks at Amandi, animated, with huge eyes, unable to utter a word. If Aravetti didn't banish Eobald, then why didn't he send his cutthroats after him? He planned to return to the old man to Pitax and take Natalia and reinstate him into the academy. Or failing that, he at least wanted to keep him from going to you. Eobald the Insightful is a prominent name. Of course Aravetti would want the teacher serving him, rather than his neighbors. Why would Natalia hide the circumstances around Eobald's expulsion? She doesn't like to discuss the Academy's internal affairs. Behind that neat facade, there are too many events she looks the other way on over the years. All in good faith, of course. Thank you for telling us the truth. I'm not sure you should be thanking me. I see poor Lindsay not too happy with the truth. Come on, girl. Cheer up. Being disappointed by people is practically a professional necessity for people like us. Whatever I may have said before, you're not a bad bard. And that means sometimes you have to face the music. Lindsay gulps and whispers, thank you. Tell me, are the songs you compose for Aravetti as bold as the ones you sang at my capital? I have my humble verses so offended you that you still recall their sting? Please, your highness, it doesn't behoove a person of your standing to take umbrage against a petty bard. Don't you know the old proverb? The tunes are chosen by the one who pays the piper. Tell me about this rushlight tournament. Our beloved king has run this tournament once in several years since he took the throne. Guests from all over the River Kingdoms come here, from Daggerbox to Mavon. It's a pity Provoy didn't honor us with their representatives this year. I guess Eldari aren't in a very festive mood right now. On the bright side, he did get to host you for the first time, and Callisto Willett. It won't be the last. Who might you recommend I meet here? That depends on what you're looking for. If you're in the mood for pleasant company, well, you've already met me. And if you're in the mood for some Schadenfreude, you could listen to the whining Gasper Leacanza. His family lost Spitiaxian crown in a card game, or maybe Atalia Sitaran, the headmaster of the academy, who seems to think her skill at bureaucracy makes her a good bard. And if thrills are what you're after, especially the shivers down your spine kind, try speaking with Card Vernil, head of the Thieves Guild. Farewell. Enjoy the celebration. I can't believe it. Teacher lied to me all this time. I'm going to learn the truth as soon as we get back to the capital. The music is always cool with these games. Just, it's
In due time.
an expensive guy. The locks on Hyman don't miss a chance to get one. Barker. Test your finesse against the finest dwarf locksmithing. Crack the lock, get the prize. It'll challenge the best dwarven locks of the five Kings Mountains. What's going on? Do you know your way around the lockpick? Why not show off your skills? Here we have 3 chests, bound with the finest dwarven locks straight from Io. One attempt is 500 gold. Open one lock, and you'll get some of your money back. 2 locks, and you get back more than you paid. Open all 3, and you get the grand prize. Splendid. Come on, Toes, right here. I wish you the best of luck. Who's better? Rory or 28, 24. Wesley.
Let's shake a leg. Oh, did you see that?
First lock is open, but can you open the second?
I did it.
Only the hardest remains. Let's see, what did I needed 36 and I rolled 38. So this will probably not make it. Leslie's dreams of giant soapy poison. Well, that's happy.
Nope.
Do I get to try again then? 0 damage, lock wins, undefeated. What's the DC? 46, so yeah, I need to roll a natural 18. And I can't try again, okay. So I wonder how much I got back. Oh. Uh-oh. Esmer Deschamps. Amid the terrorist frivolity, you notice 2 men nearby are having a heated but hushed discussion. One wears flashy clothing fit for an entertainer, whereas the other wears a steel armor and red cloak of Pitak's guard. It's difficult to hear what they're saying. Creep closer to listen to what they're saying. Although the two huddled near one another, their voices only occasionally rising above the ambient laughter and music. You're able to overhear the rest of their conversation. Tallowing. The guard sternly chided the entertainer. I don't know quite what you're up to, Amar, but I know that look. You're planning something dangerous. This isn't the time. You know he's become harsher about. Look around you, Tallowing. The celebration. It's just more blood and sport to cover up the ongoing troubles, and we both helped shepherd it along. This isn't the future we had planned for, but it's the one the fates have dealt. Can we really stand by? He begins to raise his hand and strike a pose, as if preparing to make a bold declaration. The guard's hand intercepts Amo's arm, firmly preventing the entertainer from making a scene. You know how harsh justice is these days. I've seen it with my own eyes. It would crush me to see noble intentions harming good people, especially like you. I appreciate those feelings, I do. Alma gently removes Howard's hand for his arm. But what Pitax needs now is action, and I intend to act. Evar looks up, spots you, and smiles at Tall and frowns, and sadly walks away. It's a rare day that Life and Light screenplays, Your Highness. Could it be that heroes have arrived at the people's time of need? Oh, heroism. That's exactly what we do. See that symbol on his clothing? That's the mark as a member of the Red Crescent Theater of Pitax, a fellow artist. Imagine the stories we could write together. What seems to be the problem? I first arrived here 5 years ago, answering King Ervetti's call for artists and actors to make Pitax a new crucible for the arts. Admittedly, the king dedicated plenty of money to building new theaters and schools. Art only thrives, though, when there are visitors and patrons to pay for it. Emor sidles closer, lowering his voice. But that's where Ervetti has failed. The Pitax River is our lifeline, connecting us to the outside world. River pirates know it, and they prey upon incoming travelers. You might think the king would thwart these pirates and defend his people, but no, he's only sent escorts to protect key shipments, leaving everyone else to the pirates' depredations. This tournament, it hides how we suffer from the king's inaction. Now, when the king's soldiers cannot or will not vanquish the villains, it happens in the stories. What happens in the stories? He winks and gestures normally. That's right. Heroes step in. Numerous victims have told me of the attacks, and I have pieced together the approximate location of the pirates' camp. If you can ambush and defeat them, traffic will flow, commerce will thrive, and you'll command the adoration of the boatmen, dock workers, and artists and more. Normally I'm prepared to write a play dramatizing your exploits. Naturally, I'm prepared to write a play dramatizing your exploits. What do you say? I am always ready to thwart river pirates. I accept. EMR grins eagerly. Then it's settled. I'll write down the directions real quick, and when you're done, you meet me in Pitax, so I can hear your account. No doubt the magistrate will be pleased to stop getting piracy complaints too. He draws a roll placement for the parchment from the scroll too. I hope you will arrive in town to see my latest production. Speaking of which, I'm already too late to oversee the rehearsal. Consider this little preview. Good hunting. That might be problematic. Trader. Is this the guy we already talked to? Yes. I have nowhere near the money to buy things from him. Path of the glory. Crap. Oh. Talk to this person, right? Yes, he was a jerk. Okay. I don't know why people are jerks to me. I'm such a good guy. That's why I like it. Is it moved? Nope, still neutral. Okay.
That is not far. As it should be.
I'm not mad enough to do it.
What troubles you? I failed. I'm sorry.
DC 39. Wow. Yep. Too bad there's no knock spell in this game.
And so they walked on.
Talk to this person. think so. My regards, King Oleg Greymont. Gasperi Lacanza, at your service. Tell me about yourself. I'm the head of the Lacanza family and master of what remains of the Iron Fox Trade House. Before Erventi took the crown, it would have been my family receiving you at our house. Alas, we're simply guests at this celebration now. What caused you to lose your influence? It's a dark and sordid story, and I swear I'd give my life to learn the full truth of it. Vitax was founded by 4 families and ruled by their 4 trade houses for centuries. We quarreled from time to time, of course, and property didn't always change hands peacefully, but none of us would dream of impinging on another family's lawful rights. And then Erventi appeared. We underestimated him, thought him nothing more than another adventurer, like the thousands of others in the region. He handled matters quickly and chaotically, with assets running from his fingers faster than chips at a card table. His wealth grew rapidly, but he still wasn't a big fish, for a while at least. He invited representatives from all trade houses to play cards. No one really knows exactly what happened, but by morning, he owned most of their assets, including the crown. They suspected a rigged game and sent representatives from the family to discuss the matter with him. And then a wave of disappearance rolled across the city. My brothers, the former kings of Pitax, disappeared, along with many other honorable people. And Erventi made it clear that the lives of his hostages would depend upon our obedience. He was king, and our wealth and power lay in ruins. The citizens of Pitax seemed to love Erventi. It would seem so, wouldn't it? Yet appearances can be deceiving. Yes, he had made many rich and happy, but there are many whose lives that he's dragged through the mud for his own endless celebration. Trust me, there are many who would gladly put an end to his rule, where the king has so many spies that everyone's afraid to even discuss it. Ask the head of his precious academy, Natalia Gritarin, what she thinks, or maybe High Priestess Stray Yarns. You'll see their mouths shut tighter than an oyster shell. Farewell. It is an honor speaking to you, Your Highness. Okay, so far I kind of like him better than the guy who's actually in charge. I'm sure I'm supposed to. Howdy! Meanwhile, what we were talking about months ago, where magic and fantasy work is evil and abhorrent. I can't remember who it was. Are you talking about Robert E. Howard? The guy who made Conan, where magic was always something to do with evil. Yeah, Robert E. Howard started writing, I guess you'd call it fantasy. Yeah, Robert E. Howard, guy who made Conan. Dark Forest. Plus 4 necrotic spirit summons a friendly 9th level will-o-wisp for 106 rounds when it ends a life. Whenever this plus 4 keen short spirit lands a hit, there's a chance to cast Crushing Despair on the target. No problem. Plus 4 Electric Warhammer lands a critical hit, applies effects to touch chaos. Fighting speed quarterstaff plus 4, that's pretty cool. Jolt plus 3 shock scimitar. Runic Mage Blade. You have a touch spell charge. The weapon's enhancement bonus is plus 2 better than the actual bonus. About twice what I have. Sure will let you just cast hideous laughter on the target. Spinebreaker. Keen. And all these dumbass kids that don't care about school and don't read and just Fuck off all day and wake up and do the same shit. Like read a book, man. Yeah, well, everybody's a little different. Full plate plus 4. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah. 17,650. That's almost what I have. Alright, will effectively give me like a +1 armor class. Yeah, so no. Actually. Rude to the teachers? So that's something I can't abide. Teachers have it rough already. There's no reason to be a jerk to a teacher. Unless they're jerks first. Wand of pernicious poison? Who just so nice as ever back to the, yeah. Yeah. Your Royal Highness, welcome to the Rushlight Tournament. My name is Nunzia Arpea, and I have the honor of being His High Highness King Aravete's Master of Ceremonies. You could say the organization of this tournament rests on my shoulders. If you need anything, I'm at your disposal. Tell me about this tournament. Since starting his reign of Pitax, His High King Aravete has held the tournament once in several years, inviting guests from the high society of nearby kingdoms to attend. Today we have guests from Daggermont, Nirvan, Gralton, and Tynan. Unfortunately, Bravoy did not honor us with our representative this year. It's entirely possible that recent events and the stressful political climate have put them in a less festive mood, but we're pleased to have your Highness in attendance for the first, and I hope not the last, time this year. What events are on the schedule? The tournament consists of 3 contests. First, the participants will display their strength and dexterity as in the Fisherman's Triathlon, a tribute to local crafts and trades, so to speak. Then we'll be measuring competitors' wits in boasting contests. There's a reason for the cultural capital of the region, after all. And finally, the evening will wrap up with some mock combat and drunken melee, and His Majesty will announce the winner of the tournament, and we'll all enjoy a festive banquet, followed by a splendid fireworks show. And what about flighting? I'm good at that. Sure. Let's begin. Hopefully it's not me that has to do it. Trumpet sounded 42. Jesus. Well, I wish I thought to take off his armor. There's no way we can make a 42 DC 42. Like, you're getting yourself mad at the teachers for doing a damn job because you're breaking the rules and being annoying as hell. It's ludicrous, yeah. Trumpet sounded over the arena announcing the commencement of the Fisher's Triathlon. We were to distinguish ourselves in 3 sports, if you could call them such. You be the judge, dear reader. The first round was fish carrying, if you can believe it. They built narrow bridges over pits of mud and placed barrels on either end, one side filled with fish and the other side empty. The goal was to get all the fish from one side to the other, barehanded without falling in the mud. I'm sure this is just what you imagined for a royal tournament. Throwing fish at your opponents was prohibited, but there was one unofficial but well-understood rule of the tournament. Don't get caught. We had to decide which of us would participate, as well as how fair we wanted to play. Well, I cannot possibly hit a DC 42 athletics check, so we tried to cheat discreetly, throwing fish at our opponents. Wesley would do that. I could see the guy playing Wesley doing that. Competing honestly among such company would be more embarrassing than losing. As Wesley ran across the bridges with heaps of fish in his arms, he definitely tossed the fish beneath the feet of the Gralton competitor who slipped and fell into the mud. Another fish found its way right in the Dagmar competitor's forehead, sitting him down alongside the Graltoneer. Judges didn't notice a thing. We won the first round. The second round was untying knots. Competitors would be tied up on poles resembling ship masts, and they had to escape the ropes. We once again had to make a choice. Okay, I'm gonna go watch the boys now. Alright. Season just came out. Okay, have a good one, buddy. We noticed a sharpened coin glistening in the Dagmar competitor's mouth of Gaussian's participant had a blade in hand. We exposed the cheaters, leaving us with fewer rivals. Wesley again. The judges escorted the cheaters out of the arena, the crowd laughing and listening all the while. With a third of the competition gone, Wesley easily outpaced the others, untangling the ropes and making his way to the judges while the others still wriggled in their bonds like flies in a spiderweb. We won 2 of the 3 rounds. We seemed to have our victory in the bag, but with the rivals we were dealing with, there was no time to relax. The last round of the tournament was diving for river pearls. Huge tubs were filled with mussels in river water, and some empty jars had been placed on sets of scales. We'd have to open the mussels with our bare hands, gather the pearls, and deposit them on other team's jar. Of course, if playing fair wasn't a priority, we could try writing down the jar with other things as well. Trickery 50, Jesus. So he'd have to roll a natural 21 on die 20. He has to roll 7 on a trickery check. We'll go for 7. Or a 22. Go for 7. We tried to cheat by slipping some pebbles into our jar. Wesley's just kicking butt. Wesley bravely drove into the muddy water and started opening shells, breaking his nails in the process. He put fistfuls of pearls into his jar as fast as he could, slipping in an occasional pebble, pinch of sand, or dollop of mud when possible. Once time was up, his jar was the heaviest, a victory for us. Sitting, we stood on the pedestal as the judges awarded our team the victory. We were wet, muddy, and smelled of fish. But we grinned with joy all the same. Nice. Participate in the first round of the tournament. Until the person will be talked to match the tournament. Royal Highness, welcome to the Rushlight Tournament. My name is Nunzio Arpea. I have an honor being assigned as King to Blah. Did I win money? Let's see. No. Okay, well, let's do the boasting contest. Everyone's ready. Let's begin.
I'll make my own legend.
The tournament continued with the boasting contest. The first participant, a man from Daggermark, stepped up to the podium and told a raunchy story about him sneaking into a temple of Callisto and seducing all the priestesses, including the High Priestess, in a single night. The crowd was particularly amused by the suggestive glances he kept casting toward one of the guests from Timon. She simply smiled mysteriously in response. The second participant was a guest from Gralton, who told a completely implausible tale about his travels across other planes where he battled undead hordes and defeated a blood-curdling monster. He was an average storyteller at best. He'd be lucky to get a C for that story at the Academy. The listeners were inexplicably elated. Suspicious, we took a closer look at the crowd and, of course, we spotted a bard using some tricks of the trade and likely a little magic to aid the Gralton's performance. Needed 8. Need a 5. Stuck on the bar, stabbed in the back, and disappeared. Wow. We quietly warned the bar that we would shut him up if he kept interfering. Failed! We tried threatening the bar, but what did that roll? I had to roll like a nat 1. When he wasn't born yesterday, he started yelling and crying, calling to the gods, to Earth, to all the gods for help. While we were managing that, the participants from Galton finished his line without interruption, stepped down from the podium to undeserved applause, and we were disqualified for trying to interfere with the opponent's performance. The indignity of it all. Okay. A natural 1, what can I say? If I thought about it, I would have saved some, but I would have saved right beforehand, but no, I'll leave it there. Oh, participate in the drunken melee. Oh, it has to
Enemy approaching.
be me. This is terrible. Yeah, I can't cast spells. And it's all of them against me. I can send one of my seconds.
This should do it.
Well, we're just gonna watch me get beat up.
Oh.
Well, I still have half my hit points. Wow.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
The third contest are the results of the tournament. Your Royal Highness, welcome to our tournaments. Is it? I'd like to know who won. Yes, Your Highness is just about to make a speech announcing the winner. Look, everyone's getting around now.
Lords and ladies, another Rushlight tournament has come to an end. I'd like to thank all of you who honored this event with your presence. My friends, I'm happy to see all of you, but I'd like to give a special welcome to one guest who found themselves invited here for the first time. Today, we had the Baron, no, excuse me, it's King now, isn't it? Of a majority of what was once the Stolen Lands. Thank you for coming, my darling. I can call you that, right? I thank you with all my heart. I first learned of him from my friend Stefano Mosconi. To be honest, his report was less than flattering. Impassable swamps, monsters galloping about, and a complete absence of any valuable resources. Nothing more than a dirty hole ruled by another bandit lord, hardly worthy of your attention. That's what he wrote back then. I'm so happy he was wrong. Truth be told, even now traveling that domain is a less than pleasurable experience. Some roads have appeared, but their safety leaves much to be desired. Take the sad story of a poor Toman Henvaki from Gralton. He set off to those lands and hasn't been seen since. His brother Edrist went to find the poor fellow, and what happened? The Baron found the body in the blink of an eye, almost as though it was stored in his cellar.
Uh-huh.
And the hunt the Baron put on, clearly imitating my tournament, it was beyond description. While guests were out hunting hydras and owl bears, the latter came from behind and ate at the banquet table, along with all the servants. Some celebration, right?
You're Vetty, my friend. Okay, I'm flattered by your borderline disturbing attention to my persona, but why don't we include you in this discussion as well? For example, I heard an amusing story from some students from your academy.
Right. Yes. I did get a bit carried away, didn't I? All I really wanted to get at was that His Highness is a personage truly as extraordinary as his lands, and I'm happy to see him at this celebration. And now it's time to announce the winner of the tournament. Please restrain your anger, but this year the prize will be staying here. The winner of the most contests was the team from Pitax. I must say, I was hoping that this year our debutante, my friend here, would show his worth. But I suppose it would be strange to expect him to display more talent during the contest than he does ruling his tiny country.
Tiny? Why are you so concerned about the size of my country, your Betty? Are you trying to compensate for the size of yours? Compensate for your size elsewhere. He already grinds his teeth as the rest of the guests laugh heartedly.
And now, with the competition over and the prize awarded, let's get on with the main part of the celebration. The banquet! I can hear your stomachs growling from here. Let's get to the table, and later we'll see an unforgettable fireworks show.
Okay, this is kind of cool.
The rest is in order.
Okay. Begin arresting. Continue. Can't do this yet, right now. I'm not in my country currently. Well. Do you want to enter this location? A whole army of mean-looking guards awaited at the Pitax gate. They were led by a populous buffoon named Welsh Calloway, Pitaxian magistrate no less. Leave now, your highness. King Aravetti's orders. Told Walsh we need to discuss a few things with him regarding the river pirates. The river pirates are Pitax's concern, not yours. You would do better to mind your own kingdom, your highness. Walsh said, taking a step backward to be closer to his soldiers, realizing he wouldn't get anything from him now. Get what we're right about didn't see it turned away. Alright. I'm not quite prepared to start a war. Oh, hell, how do I get back up with that guy?
I tire.
Okay, sweet. Continue. Hotog Lair. Maybe I am missing my Arcana check. I don't, is it a Hodog? Like a, is that a monster? Don't recollect.
Time's not waiting.
Oh. On the mage armor. Yes. On the blur. Stemmed. Yeah, let's give us one big potion. And we had a staff, didn't we? A fortress staff that those guys fireball 3 times per day that we never used. Exit. So turn that off. Mage armor. Mage armor.
Stand with me.
Oh. Yeah, we're gonna roll initiative. Sing a song, and I don't think I need to cast haste. So just shoot him.
Serves you right.
Out of my way! Run them through!
Crit explosion. Nice. Great call +2. Okay. Inventory. The starter bears a trace of power. Seems all of the fragments an artisan of great skill. Does it tell me how many fragments I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. Apparently 8. No, I don't know. 8 might be enough. Is that the cave? No. Okay, that was disappointing. I don't know why we're picking this up. I never really use the recipes. Just a habit of being greedy, I guess. Oh. Travel. Enter. Let's see what's in here. Okay. Evil tree folk thing. Delay. Will come to us. Oh. Fortitude save. Poisonous aura. Okay. Sing a song. And haste. Delay on somebody else to be adjacent to him so he can get sneak attack. Like this puppy. Oh. And get lower armor class for so I get sneak attack even easier.
Die! Die! Die!
All good. Oh. This seems like a good place for a delayed poison communal. Don't see anything. Up. Do I see anything now? Oh.
Let's hear you cry!
Invisible.
We can do it!
Fusion. Let's see. Yeah, see visibility communal. Sounds like a great thing to cast right now. Nice.
Oh, let the attack commence!
Nice. Breath weapon. Okay. What is the breath weapon they did? They said they'll fail. With character. Lindsay. Marshall's blessing. Oh. Okay, so apparently the breath weapon didn't actually do anything. It's probably poison.
Strike as
Let's go
one.
up and Like that. Oh. Form attacks, of course. Throwing speed to singing cloud. Okay. So he's almost dead. But this actually. Let's see the spell. Arc, cover second target equal to castle. Oh. Spells overcome spell resistance. What's a spell resistance? I rolled a 1. Then you can roll an 11.
I shall not.
Okay, that was terrible. Maverick is confused for 48 seconds. That's absolutely terrible.
Strike with all your might!
Walk through the lightning. Immune to lightning. Fantastic. Okay, let's see if she has anything to stop confusion. Increased swing, no. Daze, no. Unbreakable heart, plus 1 morale bonus and save throw against mind affecting effects that rely on negative emotion, such as crushing, despair, rage, or fear effects, or a fortune allied to harm. The person touches the spell which is dispersed for the duration of the spell. Yes. Lindsay, coming in clutch.
May I see your entrails, please?
Let's see. Do I? Maybe. Scrolls. So who actually has the highest? 18. She has 21, so she's slightly better at this. Let's see, what's the spell called? It's called... I think it starts with R. Remove, resist, restoration. I can't believe I can't think of the name of that spell. Oh, this is me. Character. Spellbook. 5th level. Breath of Life. That's what it's called. Inventory. Bones, chain. So new. Okay. Let's do good old fashion. Where the heck is it? There it is. And then we'll do a quick fireball as well. Good. What the heck is she? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Well, we're going to take some lightning damage, aren't we? Because this game doesn't let me turn it off.
Die!
We won't falter.
Oh.
Forwards.
She doesn't actually have breath of life, does she? That would be nice. Inspire greatness, nope. Good hope. Spells. Song of Discord, what's that do? Chill rather attack with foes, that would be good to cast at the very beginning. Break enchantment, nope. And I know it's on a third level spell. Okay.
You deserved it.
7 points of damage. You should be able to not have to worry about.
Slice.
Nope.
Behead.
More of those same things? Jesus. Let's see if anybody. I am confused. That's terrible. Rory is confused.
Out of my way! Run them through!
Mirror image, great. And you attack the puppy. Okay, well. Guess I'll cast this on me. Wow.
Die. Die. Die.
Huh. Magic whistle? Immune. Should probably cast shield. Well, are you immune
Let's
to
hear you cry.
greatsword? Well, yeah, I guess you are because of mirror image. Oh. I'll walk through the trap too. Oh well.
Any last wishes?
More rare images.
Let the attack commence.
Displacement. Cast legendary proportions. Do they have it? Oh, I didn't memorize it today. Okay. Just wondering why it's here. Oh, it's worry about that later, I guess. Scorching ray, I guess. Great sword to the face.
Die!
Okay, let's... Okay.
Together we stand.
Not restoration lesser. Is it greater restoration to get rid of? Or just restoration? Arc of block is damage on plus boost, it's like it's right there. Start 2 rounds, block healing. This hit one's negative constitution store, comes back to life. Save one says no scores, please. Let me read the damn spell. Info, that's all I wanted. When it comes back to life, 2 months, and then once, keep your sequence snagged on them, equals to a greater constitution score, which work right on day. Your slain with death effects cannot be saved by death. Take the fail, like your spell, back to life, okay. Info, thank you. Following adverse conditions: ability, blind, confused, dazed, dazzled, disease, exhausted, fatigue, nausea, poison, sicken, and stun. All that's healed. What about... spells versus any negative effects such as ability. It does not remove permanent effects in case 1 to 4 temporary. That's just one of the subjects. Ability scores are also always fatigue except for the character. It is not. Okay, so apparently by that. I really think restoration does it. I'm so glad that stopped. That was annoying. Okay. Nope. Yes. Okay. Huh.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Ah. Why are you like... Jasper. Okay.
I did it.
Did you see that?
Be something cool. Charge screwdriver with the technically brand. Huh? List of everything. That along the intertechnically outcast, it may be of interest to antiquities experts. Chilly Midnight, +3 cold iron finesse wielding. One of those +3 cold iron single lines a hit. Its target must succeed with 42 same DC 17 or suffer 1 to 4 dexterity damage. Does finesse wielding? I don't think it does. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah.
I spy. What do I spy?
Crab and trap. Ooh. Piece of sky module.
I did it.
You did it. Alright. Oh, wait. There's something down here.
I see something.
Nothing of importance.
I did it.
He did it. Oh, I should.
Just letting the ink dry.
That'll work, pig. That'll do, pig. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay. I'm wondering if I should. Well, let's rest. I've cast 3 or 4 spells. Baneful Bog. That does not sound friendly at all. Alright, so...
I always did what was right. Therefore, I became righteous. Does it mean whatever I do now becomes right because I am righteous?
Yeah, we're just going to start off like
Ready
that,
for anything.
that in a place called Baneful Bog. Is this actually... Yeah, DC is... Oh, level plus 18 though. That's not over to cast it on. So I have a plus 18. Okay. Lizard folk? Hello, Mr. Lizard folks. Well, do what you do. Sing and cast haste. It's delay. Kind of delay between the... Okay. Sure.
May I see your entrails, please?
39 points. They are trying to get to me. I'm not a fan.
Out of my way!
These guys have some hit points. I will like it. That's what that's what it'll be right there. So let's go with a good old fashioned chain lightning. And quicken fireball. Sounds good. catch both of them. I can catch both of those. Super close. I might catch magic. I don't want to catch magic. So. Why are you not picking on Wesley? What did Wesley do? Yo. Jesus. I like it.
We can do it!
No sneak attack. Lame. We'll do protection from energy. Acid. She can have a melee weapon. She does not. Wow. Well, she can probably cast defensively. What's a good spell for her to cast? Didor? The F out of there? It's not a terrible plan. Look at all these other spells I have. Moon Curse. Song of Discord. Sure. We got one of them that failed. So he might attack his friend. Or Lindsay. Why are you beating up on Lindsay?
Burn! Slice! Behead! Yes, behead.
How? So you can get all your attacks on him, so. Pseudo Maker. Pretty close. We're going to erupt in acid. Where are you? Oh, right there. I guess he evaded me. Okay, that was cool. Anything of note? A trident. Grim Finale, +2 club. Necrotic club lands successful quickly. It casts Vampiric Touch on the target. Whenever the wielder unequips this weapon, it casts Finger of Death on them. That is cool. I'm not going to use it, but I really like that. Horror Steeds, +4 training lines a hit. When it has to pass 7, 13, 16, or be frightened for 1 out of 3 rounds. Yeah. 0 damage. So let's do
stand ready.
a channel. And then we'll just give her my free heals. Okay. Anything else
Over
or not?
there.
A potion of cure. Now my question is do I go back over there to Pitax? Or not? to see if there's a way I can get around those guys. Doubtful, but maybe. Could seem like there. Well, maybe there's not multiple. Maybe we'll try it. All I can do is be wasting time. Be alright. What is this? Hemlock Island. Sure. Oh. Reaching the wooded isle, we stopped to look around. The locals living around the lake fully believed the place was cursed day and night. Critter lights supposedly appeared around the island, and some brave souls would even watch them fly over the water. The local legend said that anyone who saw these lights would definitely disappear, if not that night, then within a month for sure. We didn't see any lights at all, though. The island seemed forlorn and completely uninteresting. Silent and gloomy pines loomed over the gray, rocky shore. A narrow path disappeared into the woods. Well, let's follow the mysterious path. Whoever made the path clearly didn't use it often. We could barely make it out among the ferns. We'd walk single file along the path as branches from the crowded bushes grabbed at our sleeves and backpack straps, only to hit the next person in line once we passed. The forest grew taller and thicker and even darker. The air suddenly grew intensely humid as clouds of milky white, incredibly thick fog flowed up from the ground. And believe me, dear reader, when I say incredibly thick, we're not talking like how an innkeeper might talk up his soup. It became impossible to see past our own noses, and it was like our ears had been stuffed with cotton. The air itself became so dense it was like walking through water. We had to navigate by touch, and we could move only half as fast as we'd been going. Oleg Greymont, who'd been walking last, was forced to stop. With great difficulty, he could barely make out the muffled and worried voices of his friends ahead. Something had to be done. But what? Wow. Moving forward in such conditions was too dangerous. Oleg Greymont decided to stay put and called out to his friends to stay where they were. No matter how loud he screamed, Oleg Greymont's voice couldn't penetrate the thick blanket fog. His companions' voices grew fainter and fainter until they died out entirely. Oleg Greymont felt the sharp realization that he was completely alone. The fog finally began to clear, and soon there was no trace of it. Oleg looked back, and his friends were nowhere to be seen, but up ahead he could just make out a blinking, welcoming light. As Oleg approached the light source, it quickly became clear that the light was a bonfire. Soon Oleg Greymont entered a brightly lit clearing and saw all of us. But why then did no one jump up to greet him, or give a welcoming yell, or hug, or even offer a cup of hot tea? Why had everyone frozen in the seats, spoons lifted in the air, why the deadly silence? Imagine Oleg's surprise when we finally saw why his disappearance had caused such a strange reaction. It seems he hadn't been missing at all. He was sitting with us all by the fire, watching his exact copy emerge from the forest. Yes, dear reader, just imagine it. 2 copies of the king met in the killing, seemingly identical. But which of the 2 was real? The king sitting by the fireside said, "How can there be any doubt? I'm the real king, of course. Devils know who just walked out of the forest. And you're ready to believe them over me? So much good for good friends." And what did the king who walked out of the forest answer? Well, I can't roll a natural 28. Why not tie us both up and interrogate us? You'll soon discover which one of us the doppelganger. Which one of us is the doppelganger that way? A deafening silence hung in the air. One could hear the thoughts churning through our brains. And then Oleg Greymont, sitting by the fire, laughed. in a strange voice. He stood up and began rising into the air. The mask dropped, and we saw a short, pale man with blonde hair and parrot-like wings with white feathers. We all went after him together, but Oleg held on to him most tightly. His hands gripped the Joker's wings in an iron grip. Then an ear-piercing whistle sounded from all around us, and stones began raining on us from above. The impostor had, aided by his wounded kin, who grabbed him by the hands and began pulling him up. We didn't give up, but in the end, we were overpowered. There were just too many. Dear reader, they quickly reclaimed our prisoner from us. Soaring into the air and shaking their fists at us, they flew off. We sat a long time around the fire, laughing and chatting about how Oleg cleverly dispelled the illusion. And when morning came, he looked around at the rainbow-colored feathers left behind by our uninvited guests. I noticed one of them had lost a valuable bracelet in this fight. We ended up with a trophy, at least. Well, we gotta check that out, right? Gold Division. Bracers grant the right pulse bonus on illusion skill spells. DC plus your saving throws against illusion skill spells. Oh my god, when I did that fight, I unequipped. Oh wow, I didn't even notice I had unequipped everything. What was the true master? How did I not see that? The crown. Yes. Yes. Burning amulet, yes. What belt do I have on? Plus 2 strength? No. Plus 4 constitution. Thought I had a better belt than that. But that's the only belt I'm seeing. Yeah, you don't want to D once per day. Wow. That doesn't seem right. Oh. Yeah. Because it doesn't sack. The deflection bonus from here doesn't sack with that. Sure. Can't believe I didn't realize I had unequipped all of that.
My life is a burden.
It is. I doubt I'm gonna get this virus this way, but it would be cool if I did. So we're on the road, get ready. Our travels brought us to little towns surrounding in pursuit of the dashing river pirates who had preyed on innocent merchants and travelers. It would have been nice to march in, knock some skulls together, and call it a day, but rumors suggested we were heavily outnumbered. Even worse, the villains had set up their camp in a defensible position in sight of their boats, protected by the river on one side, the thick forest on the other side, and sticky swamp on the third, and a bunch of sentries searching for intruders, and we were in trouble. Thank goodness our fearless leader had a plan. We began our approach by picking our way through the swamp. Before long, we emerged from the swamp, our gear dripping with stagnant water. From there, we could see that there wasn't one camp, there were two. The second was several hundred feet away, judging by the campfires, which meant we could vanquish the pirates in one camp before the other could respond. So 28 or 28. So 4 or 4. So we made a wrestling near the reeds, hoping to lure this up to the few sentries. We sneaked closer, hoping to launch a surprise attack. Reeds and tents gave lots of cover as we made our approach, launching a surprise attack. Before the fires could respond, we had already felled several of them. I wonder if this causes us to go to war with Pitax.
Here's an epic pose. I need inspiration.
Wow. Two blocks again. I can quicken haste. And not too far away to really even for spells. Accolation pretty much gets rid of what is there is blind sight range 30 feet. Sure. It's not much of a buff spell, but it's kind of a buff spell. Come run to us, fools. Yeah, he doesn't really have any. Rage. Messed up. I should have just delayed right then. We'll just move up a little bit. Move up a little bit. Let's put a grease like here. Reduce person. Grease? Nah, we made it. Slow. Stick Joe button down.
Let's hear you cry!
Nice. Summon monster. Okay. Pirate test spells. That's Wesley now. Actually. I think they'll catch me. Let's go cold. Slow again, huh?
Die! Die! Die!
quickened fireball. Let's go ahead and turn off that. You're almost dead, right? Yeah.
Strike with all your might.
Oh. Didn't realize I ran it into the grease, but that's alright. Bard or Bard?
This is where
Let's go
I
for
step
Bard.
in.
Bard or Bard violence? Gotta hate to see it. Ah. Perfect. Sure. Oh, magic failed to save. So sad. More wolves? Okay.
Do not hold back.
Let the attack commence.
Let's not follow our friends into the abyss of the grease spell. What's lightning? There's a little bit further. Oh well, no, I'm not catching anybody. So, yeah, we'll do corner codes to catch those guys too.
We won't
Sure.
falter.
Oh, more bad guys? Okay, bring it. Her voice cuts to the din, roaring of such indignation that the fighting momentarily stops. What is going on here? Who dares attack my camp? The speaker is a sun-tanned woman wearing light blue traveling clothes with high boots, and an embroidered heron adorns one of her sleeves. She draws her weapon and takes a menacing step forward. I don't know who you are, and any patience I have to hear your excuses is short-lived as you are. If you have something to say, make it good. Behind her, you see some combatants approaching, but you have a few moments before they arrive. Recall what you can about this woman's heraldry. The blue outfit heron insignia indicate this is an important member of the Riversong trade house of Hitax, possibly a member of the controlling family. Joffre Bascari leads the trade house, and this might be his sister, Shali Bascari. As you look down at the enemies you've slain, it seems to have attacked pirates. You killed influential merchants. So now, so this is what causes the war, not pirates. This is all a terrible mistake. Well, just allows us to explain exactly. We heard that a powerful band of pirates had camped here, and we were going to cleanse them off. I was acting in good faith to chase off pirates, and I would never have attacked a Riversong convoy. Someone provided me misinformation, likely because they stood to profit if we killed each other. Ah, at last a hint of wisdom. Yes, you're right. She thinks for a moment before Continuing, perhaps I was hasty to dismiss you as anything but dim-witted brigands. I am Russell Ascari of the Riversong Trade House, not a pirate. Who provided you with this misinformation? Playwright Elamar Deschamps told us about the camp. Rochelle makes a disgusted sound. That man writes overblown drawings for a living. And you trusted him? What kind of fool would you have to be to... She trails off and peers at you more intently. Wait, you're Ola Greymont. I was warned that you might try something like this. She extracts the scroll from her tube and unrolls it for you to see. It clearly warns the Ascari family that raiders sent by you would soon threaten her shipments. Judge Calvaway may be a bastard at times, but he sure knew you would attack my convoy. Give me a good reason I shouldn't throw your corpses to the eels. This is clearly a setup, but I have nothing more to add. Either you believe it or not. Make your choice. Failed? Another net one. It's a little too convenient for my tastes. I don't like the sound of your story, and frankly, neither do my men. I should consider your death's justice for those you slain. Well...
Be victorious!
Okay.
May I see your entrails, please?
Okay, we've got us a giant fight. Love it.
Forwards!
Seems like the battle for a war with Pitax. They've just been, you know, gonna happen, period. Wesley is so cool. She got sinking anymore? I don't think she is.
Serves you right.
Out of my way!
Nice. Crit explosion. Looks like a good place for a flame strike. Right there. Wesley probably fine. That was a good place for a flame strike. Nick Richard fails to overcome my spell resistance, thankfully. Well. I mean, it's been working so far. $70 points. That was nice.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Wesley in a top hat. Gotta love it. I'm tired of all these slow spells, guys. Come on.
We can do it.
Can't. That should provoke when he shoots, right? Just
You
enough reach.
deserved it.
Didn't quite kill him though. Oh, he's slow. Oh, you know what? Lightning bolt there. There's a magic item lets him cast a little lightning bolt. At will.
We
Sure.
shall overcome.
Burn. Go get that guy, Wesley.
Die, die, die!
Good job, Wesley.
Strike with all your might.
Attack opportunity? Yeah, he missed. Lame.
Any last wishes?
Lindsay got a kill. Magic's still slow. Oh, wait. Oh, I took his whole action in it. Yeah.
Attack! This ends you.
Well, I hate to, you know. I mistakenly started a war with Pitax, but that was probably going to happen anyway, right? Confront Ayumar. Dispose of the river pirates. Confront Ayumar. Okay.
I will see this through.
Heal? Heal? Okay. Backspace, everybody. More magic still slowed. Alright. I did see one item that was new. This. Riversong Amulet. Amulet carries square +5 bonus to persuasion and athletic skill checks and resists 20 electricity. I like +5 bonus to persuasion. I like resist energy. Is that better than +4 dice to fire spells? Probably not. Alright. So we're supposed to confront. These are to stop till we win. We'll have to wait for this idea. Talk to Evo, the insightful. Evo the insightful was just going out for troublemakers. Evo is a bullied me. Not only do I Where's Justice? EMR. It shows up. Or just someone else. We need to meet the dramaturge to get picked act as soon as possible. Okay. Let's see. Knock knock. Okay. Where am I supposed to go to him? Here? Nope. Thousand voices. In front of you are. Let's go ahead and camp. Ancient Kirk Part 5 we held out again, but this victory is up. Bring to its joy. $212 days. Okay, great. We got a minute. We got a minute. 212 days. Enter. This time Magistrate Walsh Cowboy didn't even bother greeting us. Meeting down friendly gazes of taxi soldiers, we decided to turn away. No, we can't do that. No, no, no. EMR has set us up, or was it someone else? Confront EMR. Apparently we can't do that. Okay. A whole bunch of nothing. Okay. Okay.
Arrest is in order.
Continue, please. Thank you. Alright, let's... Actually... Cancel mirror, there we are. Travel.
My life is a burden.
Pretty interesting. I think I want to get to the city, sell my stuff. Call it a night. It's been a quiet night. And I'm starving. can do it. Perfect. Main square. So we might be at war with Pitak soon. Interesting. Hope we're good to go. The end times are nigh. Nigh. Nah. People have been saying that end times are here since the very beginning of time, so. Oh. Alright, yeah. Well, +3, we'll keep that. +1. Yeah, we'll sell that. Oh, that's pretty cool. We'll sell it. Vanessa? Is that what you yelled? These are all +1, yeah. In theory, I could, trade that out when I'm about to make a check, but that would require me thinking about it when it. Plate +2. Somebody might need that. +1, +1, +1, +1, +1, +1, +1. Good. +1. Yeah. Let's do an aquatic club lunch. That's what it. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna sell it though. That is weird that I got the second one of those. Make a character just to duel with them. Shot crossbow +1. Should probably go to somebody. Oh, look, actually, I think I had that, didn't I? Ardent. Yeah. Alright, deal. Close. Save. Save. And I'm calling out here, guys. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that wonderful stuff. And remember, be careful.